Hey guys, it's Cleopatra.
And this is Francois.
And this is Combos with Cleo. So today we have the wonderful, the lovely, the dynamic, the amazing Francois. Ooh, you want last names? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, Francois Baptiste. Francois is my best friend. Has been a good friend of mine since freshman year at Dell State.
Yes.
Hornets. Circa 2004.
Yeah.
14 years, sir.
It's a long time.
It's a very long time.
If nobody else knows me, she does.
All right, so today's email. Gotta get a hard copy.
What do you got?
All right. It says, Dear Combos with Cleo, I was in a 3-year relationship with a guy where I was cheated on habitually. I stayed single for 2 months and then met a really nice guy who is now my boyfriend. We have been together for 3 months, and even though he has not given me any reason to think he is cheating, I cannot seem to shake my trust issues that linger from my prior relationship. I find myself expecting my new man to go above and beyond to prove to me he is where he says he is, like putting me on FaceTime, etc. I am starting to feel like he is getting frustrated with me, but I don't know how to not let my past affect my future. Please let me know your thoughts. Signed, looking for love, but can't seem to trust.
First of all, it's not your new guy's fault that the old guy, cheated on you and did you wrong and all that kind of stuff. I feel like you're going to have to work through that. And maybe you need time to yourself so you can work through those trust issues before you try to incorporate somebody else into your life. Because it makes it stressful on the new partner. And you're going to cause him to build a wall against you. I don't know, I would. I know by the time we FaceTime you every time I go somewhere. What kind of mess?
It might be too late for her to go back to herself now, because that would mean she would have to break up with him. She probably don't want to leave him. So ideally, she probably should have needed more time between the two.
Right. We're
assuming this is a girl. She didn't
it's
say.
Not a girl?
It didn't say.
She said I dated a man.
So?
Oh, hell.
We're assuming this person probably should have took more time between the two.
Right, absolutely.
Even though this person met the great guy, maybe they should have took it a little slower and said, "Hey, we need to become friends first because I just got out of something 2 months ago."
Right.
And let's be friends. It seems like as soon as they met, almost she got right with the new guy.
If my partner were to tell me they were hurt by certain things in the past, on me, I am gonna go above and beyond and make sure they don't have that concern and try to do the extra mile to prove that this is not something that we need to be concerned about or you have to be concerned about with me. But not everybody's gonna do that.
Doing that to me is a nice gesture, but that's something you have to understand they don't have to do.
Right.
They don't have to, go above and beyond for you. It's not their fault you feel that way.
Right.
Okay, so perfect example. Me and my husband went through this. So I've been married for 7 years. And when I met my husband, I had gotten out of a bad relationship where I was cheated on too. I flat out told him, I got trust issues. I am not going to trust you off the bat. It's going to take time. I'm sorry. If you want to be with me though, just know I got trust issues. And he was like, all right, we'll see. Well, maybe a month or so later, this is back in the day, he was still on campus at Dell State. And he was like, hey, babe, what you doing? Come get me. I was like, cool. So I get up, I pull right up to the Ville. And I lived about 10 minutes from the Ville. I pull up, I call him, hey, I'm outside. He's like, oh, I went to Walmart, give me 20 minutes. That, to a normal person, sounds like, okay, no problem, I guess. To somebody with trust issues, I was like, oh no, he ain't going to no Walmart. You knew I was on my way, so you got some girl in that house, whatever. I hope it's good, because you're going to lose out on everything I had to offer. I mean, I went from 0 to 100, clicked the phone on him, and started reversing off the campus, cursing him out in my head. Like, I knew these guys wasn't nothing. They always talk a good game, blah, 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 blah. Before I could get to the lights, my phone went off. I looked at it. He had sent me a text message of him and his roommate in the Walmart, in an aisle, with a caption that said, I'm going to prove to you I'm someone you can trust.
Wow.
I got to that red light and I cried. I felt so dumb.
As you should.
I felt so stupid. Now, that was going above and beyond for him.
Yeah.
He would have been in his complete right to say, oh, this bitch crazy, hang up the phone, whatever, I'm done.
Well, I think that's how you know if a relationship or a person is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're really, truly meant to be for you, they'll have that patience that you need to get past that trust hurdle.
It sounds like this. He might have had it. She said she feels like now he's starting to get frustrated. And 3 months of having patience should be long enough. Here's my other thing. Trust is a choice. It doesn't matter if you drive past his job and see him in the window and go, oh, okay, I know he's at work. Or you pinging his location on your watch. Oh, okay, I know he's at his mom's house. Or you say, put me on FaceTime, babe. Oh, okay, I know he's by himself. Because if you still don't choose to trust that person, right when you drive by and see them in the window, that non-trusted part of your brain is going to go, it could be somebody under the table, give him a head right now. Right. Or the minute you ping his location and go, your first part goes, oh, he's at his mom's house. Your second part goes, his phone is at his mom's house. He could be across the street at that neighbor girl house. She had on that short skirt yesterday. True. So all the sneaking and snaggling you doing is not going to really help you trust him anymore anyway.
But that's why I say it has to be something that you have to personally work
choice.
On and say, listen, I choose to trust him.
Yes.
And once you say you choose to trust a person, you got to do it.
Because at the end of the day, here's why I feel like trust is absolutely a choice. At the end of it all, no matter what you do, you will never know what someone is doing 100% of the time.
Never.
Period.
It's impossible.
Unless you put a button camera on them, and even then, God forbid, to take their shirt off and take a shower. You're going to like, oh, for this 6 minutes, I didn't know what they were doing. You're never going to know. So you have to just say, and not that when you finally get to trust someone, those thoughts may never creep in, but it's on you to check those inner thoughts. That person didn't put that thought in your head. You are telling yourself that. That is your own inner insecurities coming to fight you. Right. So you have to say, no, he's at work. You told me he's at work. Let me shut up and focus on my job so I don't get fired. Like you have to, and then even if check in a cute way. Hey babe, how's your day going? Right. Just to, not to check in to see if he is at work, but just to make sure that connection is still, because a lot of times I feel like people lose trust when there's a lack of connection.
Me and my boyfriend had a conversation around this subject in the earlier part of our relationship, and he asked me, he was like, so do you think I would cheat on you? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't know.
Right.
And he got upset. He was like, oh, how could you say you don't know? You should know I'm not going to do it. I'm like, I know nothing. All I can do is trust that you won't do it. Right. I don't believe you would do it. But do I know you won't do it? I don't know anything. Right. I don't know no more than what I see. And so therefore, that's the trust. The trust is I will hope you make the right choices when you're not in my presence. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to be stressing and wondering and looking and searching and high and low.
That's stress.
It's too stressful for me to be an investigator on you. Ain't I got time for that? If the day I feel like I gotta investigate,
I don't want it.
I'm done.
I don't want it. Throw the baby away.
Throw it with the bathwater.
I don't want it. But I noticed she said signed, looking for love but can't seem to trust. Can you have love without trust?
No. You cannot. I feel like you can be infatuated.
So what
you can have lust.
So all right. Old school. Thin line between love and hate. Mm-hmm. Well, she did not trust him. Did she not trust him?
She didn't trust him.
But she swore she loved him.
She did.
So she loved him, but she didn't trust him.
But that wasn't, I don't consider that, I feel like that's not love. It's no different than somebody who's dating a guy or a girl who they know ain't no good. Mm-hmm. Who consistently, lies to them, cheats on them, but they keep
she did.
I mean, they keep having sex, excuse me.
Like she did.
Yeah.
Because she said they was together
but at that
for
point,
3 years.
I don't feel like that's love causing you to do that. I feel like that's more lust.
Love, you mean it does love if you're the cheater or if you're being cheated on?
You've been cheated on. Because love can be crazy, but love isn't dumb. Love is not dumb. Okay. Love is going to always cause you to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. And love is always going to cause you to want to take care of someone else. Mm-hmm. But the moment that your brain tells your heart that this is not good for us, and you can't just seem to let go of the D, that's not love.
That's no longer your heart talking.
That's not an obsession.
Well, oh!
You're obsessed. You're obsessed. You're not in love.
You're obsessed with maybe the thought of being in love.
Right. But you're obsessed with your possession. Mm. That's what it is.
So, and the person is your possession.
The person is your possession.
You refuse to let somebody take him from you.
Exactly.
You no longer really love him anymore. It's just can't nobody else have you.
Have it.
Or can't nobody else take what I've invested so much time in. So now you're obsessed with the relationship more than you actually love the person involved.
Because if you truly love is all real love is going to not only allow you to treat the other person a certain way, but it's also going to require you to love yourself a certain way.
True.
And once you stop loving yourself, then you can't possibly love them.
If you can't love yourself,
how the hell are you going to love somebody
else? Come on, Paul. Interesting.
Gotta preach.
So if you're in a relationship and you find that you're loving yourself less, then you're not even really loving them at that point.
No, you're not. You all screwed up. So now you're in this relationship now because you're obsessed with your possession.
Wow. Get out.
Get out. So, yeah, I think she needs to either let it go.
Either let it go and say, you know what, I thought I was ready for a relationship, but clearly I'm bothering you.
Right.
And it's not your fault.
Right. Especially now that you're conscious of the fact that he is getting frustrated. So at that point, you're being selfish. It's not fair to put him through something that he doesn't deserve to be put through.
True.
Just because you have issues from your past. Check your luggage.
And he put up with it for 3 months. That's a long time.
He tried.
To be FaceTiming every time we're not together. Or checking in or pinging or anything else. That's a long time to be doing that.
He can't go no place because you're going to be tripping. And that's not fair.
And if she's asking him to FaceTime, then the time he's spending away from you, which is healthy in a relationship. I don't think any relationship should be spent right here all the time. You need to have a life outside of me so that we can come together and talk. Well, if you work with me, you live with me, we use one car, so we go everywhere together, we come back together, we go in the same church, we sing on the same choir, we join the same sorority. When do we ever say, how was your day? Well, you was with me, you tell me. I need my husband to go have guy time. I need him to go be a boy. Take off your husband hat and just go be G. Take off your daddy hat and just go be G. Because at the end of the day, I fell in love with G. So I don't want him to lose that just because we got married. So you're telling me now, Miss looking for love but can't seem to trust, that even when he's having his guy time or whatever, you're still trying to keep him here. When you hold something that tight, all they want to do is get away from you.
Right.
But when you let somebody have a little space and freedom, they look forward to coming back. So you're now infringing on the time with his boys. I'm sure they've probably had conversations about you, like, oh, did he go FaceTiming her again?
Well, I mean, so okay, I'm a very lovey-dovey, clingy type. I tend to date people who are the same. So my last relationship, we were married for 10 years. Unfortunately, he passed away. My current relationship, he's just like me. Like, we can be on the phone all day long and still have a good time, bust it up, still cuddle and do all those things. But that's just how we vibe together. Like, we like being around each other.
So neither one of y'all would be getting frustrated with that.
No.
Clearly,
right.
He's
so
not of that variety.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
for y'all, it would be fine.
It can work for some people, but it shouldn't be a requirement.
True. But also, when we hang out, Virgil may have been on the phone when you pulled up to my house because y'all talked on the ride here. But usually, once you come and take a code, I feel like, all right, babe, I'm here.
Right.
What if he was still like, well, put me on FaceTime. Let me see that nobody else is under the table. Right. Like... Y'all would talk all day maybe while you at work. You ain't doing, it's no work Monday, and ain't nothing getting done anyway. So I got my guy on the phone all day. But legit, when we have set time apart, if he's at the bowling alley, I don't expect you to be like, oh, you see me, babe, I'm bowling.
I never forget, one time somebody asked me this when I was married. They were like, do you think he cheats on you? And I legit said, I don't know. But how could you not know? Because I don't know.
The nice answer is, oh, I know for a fact. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
the authentic answer, whether you want to admit it or not, is you don't know.
And they said, well, how do you feel that you don't know? I said, I feel nothing. You
trust they not.
I trust it. At the end of the day, people going to do what they want to do.
So clearly we both agree on that. Now, Is choosing to trust still your choice once the trust is broken? If they have actually done something they flat out cheated on you, now you know, and it's out there, is now the onus is now on that person to make them prove that you can trust them? Or is it up to you to say, that was Tuesday, it took me a few days to forgive you, maybe a month or so, but now it's the next month and it's now I'm choosing again to forgive you? Or do you have to work to make me earn it? Like, and then what does that work look like? And how long does that take? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't think I like my answer.
Okay.
But if I cheat, if you cheat on me, I cheat on you, and I decide that I forgive you for cheating.
Once you decide you forgive, it should be done. It should be done. You do not
now have to take on a part-time job of proving yourself to me.
I agree.
No.
Once you forgive, though, if it take your time. If you've been cheated on, you have every right to be angry.
Now
hurt.
Pause. Take your time does not mean
drag
it out for 6 months and this guy or girl is in detention. No. And that it don't take you 6 months to figure out whether you want to forgive somebody.
Because at the end of the day, I think part of the question of that forgiveness is, do I still want to be with this person? Right now, my feelings are raw. They are real. I am hurt. I am angry. But do I want to continue with this person? And if that answer is yes, then once you get over your hurt, you should try your damnedest to move on, because that is not fair.
Right.
And I know it seems like, well, if they cheated, why they got to be treated fairly? It's not about treating them fairly. It's about your own stress levels.
Right.
If you have honestly gotten over the cheating, it's more stressful on you to try to make them keep tabs, and now, it's been 2 minutes and I told him text me in a minute and 30 seconds. I need to text him back and I gotta text him faster.
And listen,
too much.
And this is not to condone cheating, but I think that cheating is just a product of the human condition. Those kind of things occur. It happens. You only live one life. You're not gonna make all the right choices all the time. So, a lot of times when I got into those predicaments in my heart, where I wanted to leave or throw a tantrum or pack my bags and slam the door and all that foolishness, it got to a point where I had to tell myself, Francois, do you really want to be here? If the answer is yes, then stop all the shenanigans. If they cheated, if your decision isn't, you're going to be mad.
Right.
But after you get mad and try to act, you have a right to ask questions. How did it happen?
How many times?
Where did it go?
Where were you?
Who sucked who off
first? Who started it all? Right.
All that. Was it good?
Was it great? Was it better than mine?
Ask all your questions. But once you ask all your questions, it should take you no more, I would say, no more than 72 hours
So it's
to decide, 3 days, to decide, do you still want to be here? And once you come to the conclusion, like, you know what, I really don't want to leave them, be done. You can have a stern talking to and say, look, I'm going to let this go and we're going to move on, but this cannot happen again. Or you can say, you know what, I just can't be with somebody who cheats. I feel like once a cheater, always a cheater, I'm done.
Right. And there's no right or wrong as far as whether you want to stay or go.
But you ain't going to be in limbo. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair to be with you, but fighting you somehow.
Cheating is the same as a child who does something bad. You don't beat them 20 days straight. They sin Monday. They're still getting beaten on 3 Mondays from now.
For the same crime.
For the same crime.
How does he or she flip that trust switch? Because for someone who is mistrusting, it's a hard thing to do. Like, how does she he just turn it off and say, you know what? All right, I saw the show. I'm going to trust him. How does she begin to do that? Because I don't think, to me, it seems like it's just that easy. But for someone who's been cheated on for the last 3 years, habitually, it may not be that easy. Should it be that easy? So
in psychology,
all right,
they say that for example, if you're afraid of snakes, but you've never seen a snake, you've never been by a snake, you don't even live near snakes, but you're walking with this fear of snakes, they will consider that an irrational fear.
Because you're scared of something you never even
if you're not trusting someone who's giving you no reason not to trust them, that's an irrational lack of trust. And there's therapy for that.
I think 3 months in is way too soon for couples therapy. And this doesn't sound like a couples issue. It sounds like...
I disagree.
3 months?
Listen, we're on month 8, and I thought that too. But having somebody mediate some of our communication challenges proved to be extremely helpful, and we are in a really good space.
Just like that at 3 months or at month 8?
No, it's probably like month 5. But it still was, but shit was going on in month 3. If it had probably did in month 3, we probably had to do it in month 5. But I don't think it's never too soon to have couples therapy if you really want a relationship. So if I'm in it for 3 months and I feel like I really want this to work, I know you're right for me, but we disconnected somehow.
Maybe that depends on how hard you fall and how fast you fall. Some people don't know in 3 months I want to be with you forever, so they may be like, couple. I wait.
Is he your boyfriend, or y'all still dating? Who y'all want to date?
But let's say for 3 months that has been your man.
If y'all are exclusively dating, that's a relationship, and you can go to therapy.
In 3 months?
Yes.
That seems early.
No, it's just because we don't believe in therapy, and there's nothing wrong with it. I
believe in therapy, but I don't know, that just seems early.
If you wanted to last, why not?
Some people could take that as, if we already need therapy at month 3, maybe it ain't supposed to last.
If you need therapy at month 3, that means you both are concerned and value the relationship and want it to last.
True. And we see that there's a problem.
And we want
to fix it
in the butt.
Because we want this to go the long run.
Exactly.
I get that. That makes sense.
Amen.
So, signed looking for love but can't seem to find trust. I'm sorry. Looking for love but can't seem to trust. I hope we help you. Basically, we're just saying, you trusting this new guy should not be his responsibility.
Right.
You have to in yourself say, okay, I need to, following your words, he has done nothing. I'm going to read your words verbatim. We have been together for 3 months, and even though he has not given me any reason to think he is cheating, technically, he's already proven himself by not giving you a reason. And he answers some of your FaceTime calls when he's away from you. Trust this man. Or if you just still can't seem to, let him go and get the help you need. Right. Seriously, trust him or let him go, because it's not fair. And it sounds like you want to trust him. Looking for love but can't seem to trust.
Let him love you.
Let him love you. You got what you're looking for.
And stop being irrational.
Let this man love you.
Yeah.
Make the daily, it's probably going to take you a daily, maybe sometimes an hourly commitment to trust him because of what you've been through, and I get that. But in those moments when you feel like the trust is slipping, it's for you to make sure your connection is strong, not to make sure he's what he said he was going to be.
And stop looking for hurt. You said you're looking for love, but you're looking for hurt.
Because you're going to find it. You keep looking for it.
Because you sitting over there in the corner, I know what it is. He gonna lie to me tomorrow about something. I'm gonna wait for the lie. And the minute he go to sleep, I'm gonna grab his phone. And then the minute he get in the shower, I'm looking at his phone. And when he say he watching the game, I'm looking at his phone. Stop looking for love. It seems like you found somebody who's at least willing to love you now and wants to grow with you, because he dealt with it for 3 months already. Let this man love you. Yeah.
Embrace your new chapter, because the longer you hold on to the hurt of your past relationship, you might as well still be with that dude.
Pretty much.
Leave him. You left him physically. Leave him emotionally.
Yes.
Take your heart back.
Yes.
Let this man have it.
Yeah.
He been putting band-aids on the little bruises that's there, because he's been letting you FaceTime him for the last 3 months or all that kind of stuff. Let him take your heart and heal it, and y'all move on.
Move on. Hope we helped.
Hope we helped. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And meet me back here next Tuesday for another Convos with Cleo.